We had a conversation about a year ago. She was asking me, what are we doing? What are we planning? To think at the end of 2025 that we'd own a property is just different, unreal.
Hi, my name is Angel. I'm 24 years old and I'm a stay-at-home mum.
Hi, my name is Elijah. I'm 25 years of age and I'm a council ranger. Learning is the biggest thing with TMAP, and so August 2025 we signed up and joined with my dad. We felt comfortable working with people that we trust. We always knew we needed our own space. We come from living with mum and dad. I'd say for about a year. We had a conversation about a year ago where she was asking me, what are we doing? What are we planning? And I'd seen dad do it, saving for a house. And at that time we had 3,000.
Yeah.
So I asked her for 5 to 6 more years, just be patient. That's where we were at when we joined TMAP. I think the biggest thing that I learned from TMAP is to buy what we could afford. And the reality of what we actually could afford was different to what we thought we could afford. Trying to get on the property market as quick as we could, we realised that without help, it wouldn't be a reality. The agreed price was 428, but our conveyancer got us back to 420-ish, and we used the 5% deposit scheme. So down payment was only 21,000, something like that. It was good. And so the week after we settled, someone else settled in the same block for 440. So we're blessed to have settled as quickly as we did. Given the market now, single income, you just can't get a standalone. We thought we'd be in one of the brand new ones until we learnt about strata, which is something that kind of no one talks about. Outside of that, we don't really know anyone that owns property. So yeah, things like strata, when you're renting, it doesn't matter to you. Utilities is another thing that we never really dealt with. We were living with mum and dad. My wife, before we were married, she was living with her parents. That's a reality that we're learning about now and trying to save as much as we can, but struggling to do. But it is what it is. At least we can save a little bit of money. So we did the renovations. Me and my apprentice here, we started the labour off. We took out the floorboards ourselves with the help of my dad and took out the whole kitchen ourselves. Yeah, so demolition crew and yeah, we had a mate of the family come through and do all the actual trades. Flooring, kitchen, painting, green, blue, grey, brown everywhere. But yeah, it was good. So we've gone with the all white. Yeah, it opens up the space a bit more. I think my wife here, yeah, she had the vision, and I think we're just regretting the flooring because it's a bit hard to keep clean. You can see everything, but it is what it is. Yeah, to think at the end of 2025 that we'd own a property is just different, unreal. We've settled on our first property. Yeah, we've bought our first unit, a humble 2-bedroom in Mount Druitt. We've learnt, that's the biggest thing, just the learning side of it. I've learnt, she just trusts what I'm doing. And of course, we've settled on the unit. We're now living in the unit that we've settled on. I think during it felt like this is taking forever, but then time flew, so yeah, it definitely was fast. We're lucky enough to have a low repayment. So the near future is just to save money. Now that we've seen and been through the process of buying property, we definitely want to get there again. Ideally a standalone for us. Right now we're just settling in to this, but the goal is like use the 2-step plan. If our family doesn't grow anymore anytime soon, then probably just an investment property. Just do it. There's really no downside to it. Of course, if you have the money to join, do so, because it's not something that you'll regret. It's actually something that will change your life in a sense. The education is the best side of it for our experience, but there's so many other avenues that you can explore with TMAP. The speed at which these guys operate is something that can't be replaced. It's obviously stressful for myself purchasing, but an easy process. Being someone that's never done these things before, that network that you give members when they join, approaching solicitors, brokers, these are daunting tasks because these are people that we'll never speak to and people our age really don't speak to. Taking that away, not having to cold call all these people, like people that actually want to help us. It's just easy. Like that feeling of comfort.